Hello, everybody. This is Kelly Sowell, the author of kellyspeechless.com, and I am live taking your calls. Ask relationship advice questions, get answers. Here we go, people. Anyway, I've never done this with the live thing, obviously. But anyway, ask any question you want. I don't judge. Make up a fake name. Do whatever you want. But you will get your answer, which is very cool. So, and you can definitely put your messages up by the chat system too, which is pretty cool. So, well, I'm going to just talk until somebody, or if anybody comes up and asks a question. But first of all, I want to know, what is the worst thing about relationships to you? I'm going to cover paranoia today. Not from a little bit of psychological aspect, but mostly how paranoia controls so much of the relationship issue in terms of what goes on in your mind and what you can't stop thinking about. If you're with somebody, let's say a guy, you guys have broken up 5 times. He always comes back. You know, it's like clockwork. The 6th day, he comes back, with the same bullshit, same pretty please, same thing. When that happens, each time you felt just as paranoid, or if not more paranoid, that he wasn't going to come back as the last time. Why is that? Well, for one thing, there's nothing to control the paranoia. It's going to be there whether you like it or not. There's only ways to make the paranoia worse. Stop thinking about it. You talk to yourself in your head. Gosh, if we could record the voice that goes off in our head sometimes. Oh my God, stop thinking about it. Oh my God, he's coming back. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. Well, he did this yesterday, and he did that. And this time, no, this time he means it. No, this time. Oh my God. The phone's glued to your leg, and you're staring at it until, you're almost seeing things come up on the screen. Oh, well, see if it works. Oh, maybe it's too hot. Oh, but your friends, your family will say, let's say we'll do Sally. That's funny, not literally, but Sally. Sally. He does this every fucking time, Sally. He comes back. Alright? He's not going anywhere, unfortunately. He's coming back. God. No, he's not. No, he's not. You don't understand. You don't get it. Fuck my life. He comes back. What did he say? What do they say when they come back? Well, not as much as they, should, number one. Number two, they throw out, the bacon bone of nothing, meaning, we'll see if she'll take this. And usually it's, I'm sorry, I was just, insecure about my feelings and stuff, and, well, that's it. And you'll say something, pertaining to the situation, as if you're not sure if that's such a good idea because he's a complete asshole, piece of shit. And then you guys eventually get back together. But that paranoia that happens in between is never going to go away. I know it's never going to go away because it never does. It will pop up in the same types of situations over and over again. The only way to safeguard it to where it can just stabilize is to invite it for a drink, to ask it to sit down. Don't, welcome it, but just give it a chair. You know what I mean? Just relax with it as much as you can. If you push it off, ward it off, fight it, then it's just going to hang around more and get pissed off. At least give it a chair. Just know that it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So you might as well sit there with it. And every time your paranoia comes up, mark in your mental whiteboard how many times the paranoia has been a lie. How many times? It's usually always a lie. Well, With paranoia, too, you always get paranoid that you're going to do the wrong thing, say the wrong thing, freak him out. I hate to freak him out. Oh my God, I don't want to freak him out. Oh my God, I can't say that. Yes, you can. And if you don't say it, then later on, he's just going to say, well, you never asked me, so I figured you didn't care. Some bullshit like that. Let's flip it to the girl version a little bit and give the guys some room for relationship advice. When you guys get paranoid. I am going to go with the guys on this one and side with them only because guys aren't allowed to, by society standards, aka if they do, they'll get their ass kicked. They're not allowed to sit there and be paranoid and speak to anybody about it. You can talk to your friends, your family, me, whoever will listen, and I and none of those groups of people are going to think anything weird about you, except that you're normal and you want some insight. But if a guy does it, well, unless he talks to me, if the society's going to say, dude, you're a pussy, why don't you just fuck her? Sometimes that doesn't help the situation. They can really talk to a few people, and even then, they're not experts. Call me, guys. Okay? Hello? Anyway, they have it a little worse with that. If the girl is being shady, or if the girl comes back after you say that you don't want to be friends, she is a bitch. I know I'm switching topics here, but any girl who says, okay, well, I'm not going to be with this guy, but I know he just, loves me, but I'm just going to keep him in pain and twist the knife to feed my ego, is a bitch. She might love the idea of you, but she knows that she's not cognitively functional enough or sane enough to handle normalcy. She'd rather have the guy who's, going to call her bitch and slap her in the front yard. That's not you. And you can't succumb to that, low-grade behavior just because the girl you like doesn't like normal. The nice guy thing. That applies here too. God, this is a live ramble. That's what I'm going to say later. I ramble live, offering to take calls, then nobody calls, and I ramble. But the nice guy thing is such bullshit. I really do. There's the pushover guy who will just, be overly nice to anybody and who will just not go after one girl that he finds interesting. He'll just go around, kind of like speed dating, but there's only one dater and nobody asked him to come. That's different. That's called loser guy, or, well, that's pretty mean, over the top guy, slimy guy, or weird guy. I mean, that's just weird. People put that title, though, on nice guy, meaning the nice guy they're calling today is just not a fucking asshole, right? Oh, well, yeah, Mark, waited, it was dark outside and, really late, so Mark, waited an hour before my ride came. Weird. He's just such a nice guy, too nice. Are you fucking kidding me, bitch? That's normal. It's dark outside in 2012, almost 13. Would you like to be in a trunk or on the news by 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon? I don't fucking think so. Mark, whether he likes your ass or not, knows that you're going to be better off if somebody comes and tries to do something if he's there. He doesn't want to do this, too, by the way. He's tired. And he's either doing it for a motive, which is, maybe to get in your pants. That'd be a good motive. But his overall motive and reasoning for doing it is because he's a man with balls, and his instinct is to do the right thing. Not the nice guy thing. Ugh, it's not being a nice guy. It's being a normal guy. It should be the standard set with everybody. Oh my God. He's way too nice. He always I don't know, tells me I'm, great and stuff. I hate that. Oh my God, the nice guy for telling me I'm a great person. Those things that just have to go. Or the nice guy is somebody who doesn't talk with an accent. Okay, the people in high school. I live in Texas, and I went to high school in Texas. And even though I live in Texas, there would be a guy randomly that talks like this. Amen. what you doing, man? I'd be like, hello, I know your older brothers and your parents. You were raised here, not in Maui. What are you doing? Why do you talk like that? We don't know. But I remember this specific person talking like that and his friends since they were little. So, while it is weird, it's still an accent. Here's the other accent. What's up, man? Y'all gonna party tonight? You know, which is white boy trying to not be white boy accent, which can transition its way into a lighter version and with all races combined. So, that's an accent. Or, okay, you got the alternative outbreak accent / I'm different accent. You know, that kind of, well, jubilant too, you know, that kind of thing. That's, or to what, you know, that noise. But the no accent, just a straight up guy who's like, man, this is fucking weird. This radio show is crazy, dude. That's too nice. Tucking your shirt in is wrong and shows you're too nice, so stop doing that. But besides that, being a man isn't too nice. Well, I don't want to think she's too... And I know you guys are thinking, well, it's worked for me when I've been an asshole. It's worked in my favor, but for how long? Especially when you don't want to be an asshole. There's going to be plenty of times you're going to be an asshole naturally, because you're human. I mean, I don't even know for the next month how many times I'm going to be an asshole myself. But I know it's more than likely going to happen. So don't fake asshole. And I know it works, but for about how long? Until you play the next tactic or game. It doesn't work long term. It might work for a second, but you wouldn't still be even thinking about that or wondering if it didn't work full term. Yesterday, you walked through, you know, hey, Sally, what's up? You want to hang out? You want to go to a movie? Sally, no, I can't. I have to go to the mall with Charlotte. Oh, Charlotte? I thought she was in, I thought she moved to Arizona. Oh, yeah, she did. Bye. Okay, that sucks. 3 days later, walk by. Hey. Keep walking. 3 days after, walk by. Head bob. 3 days later, she says, hey, put your hand up, like, yeah, you're busy. There's the asshole comes in. And I know, she comes and asks you what's wrong. Then you feel like you're back in the game. You be your normal self. And then, we're back there again. Dun, dun, dun. That doesn't work. If she doesn't want a nice guy, then she can go fuck herself. There's going to be somebody else. Now, don't do your normal self and think of shit to say that's nice that's not real. You know, like, oh my God, don't be poetic. William Shakespeare, I love him, but that's enough. No more, your eyes are crystal, like China, in the gold, blah, 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 bullshit, making things up. We know it. And don't do those sentences that aren't poetic, but they sound like they could rhyme somehow, or that is a generalization and not the answer to the question. That's not too nice either. That's too fucking weird. You know, your hair is like silk. I'd be like, well, do they have silk that has fucking bleach in it? Weirdo. It's too much. Plus, that's not you. Ask yourself, guys, is that you to say that? Or could that be you saying that? Meaning, I could be somebody that says that. I don't usually, but I could be. If that's not the case, then don't say it. You saying something that's not you, or that couldn't be you at any time, is somebody else saying it. And girls, you gotta let the girls go that right away, that do the whole I like boys that treat me bad thing. You can sense it. A lot of guys lately, a lot of clients I've been getting to, are really thinking all girls are like this because they've ran into it a lot. And a lot of the entities pertaining to this situation, that girls are like this. Trust me, guys. I thought you guys cheated more, too. I could have sworn up and down that you were cheaters more, like way over the percentage than women were. Wrong. Been doing this for 5 years. 50 motherfucking 50. Women cheat just